What up, everybody? Welcome back. It's good to see you all. Whoever's out there watching. It's a very exciting day here at Black Office. So I don't know if y'all heard, but we almost reached our first 1,000 subs. So I just want to come in here and just congratulate all the guys on their hard work. And it ain't been that long, but it feels like it's been a long time. But just want to come in and say appreciate all y'all, all the hard work that everybody's been doing, from sideline stories to you be the judge. I don't know, I'm forgetting the shows. My bad. Before you go to sleep, real talk, Rams crash out, Commander's table. Appreciate all you all, guys and girls. So today I just wanted to come in here and play a couple of our greatest highlights, in my opinion. Give me a second. Let me pull them up. In my opinion, these are some of our greatest highlights as we approach 1K. If you've been here from the beginning, man, we appreciate y'all too. If you've been here from the beginning, say 1K in the chat. Appreciate y'all. Give me a second. We're gonna start off with the very first video, what started everything, the whole streaming sequence of events. We're gonna start with that one. Let me get logged in here. But let me know what's y'all favorite show on the Black Office Network. Is it Sideline Stories? Is it You Be the Judge? You don't like none of them? Just let me know. Hold on. All right. We got the first video, but we got some people in the comments. Let me see what we got in the comments. Who we got? Never mind. Let's start with the first video. The first video was one of me. It was one of me. That's the first video. I'm there. Oh, give me a second. I'm trying to get this mug pulled up. It's taking me a second. Let's get it pulled up. I need to change that background, but I get there. All right. Go around the room. Get Steffi on there. You on camera, Steph. Let everybody know who you are, what you do, where you from. We start back to the basics. They can't see your face, so we're gonna talk to the gray box.
Yeah, my bad. I'm working a little overtime at the same time. Like I told you, I'm grinding it right now. So that's why I'm not on cam, because I'm not specifically holding the camera to my face. My name's Steph. You said who I am, where I'm from, what I do.
Yeah.
All right, my name's Steph. I'm from Dallas, Texas. I'm a jack of all trades. Right now, I'm in the financial banking industry. I do have background with credit. I also have background customer service. Um, I also have background in marketing. When I first started my career path, um, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't go to college. I played ball in high school, pretty good at that, but I think I didn't know specifically what kind of path that I wanted to go down because, in my opinion, I didn't feel like I had.
So that was one of our first videos. As you see, it didn't start off as good. It was rough. First video was definitely rough. Rough. That was our first episode. Like most people didn't even want to get on the camera. First time we started to shoot, but now you can't keep them off the camera. So shout out to Steph for being here from since day one. You know what I'm saying? And then with that came the idea of sideline stories. So the idea of sideline stories, I want to see how did that start. So sideline stories basically came from the love of sports. I'm not a big sports fan, um, but Steph and Wax, man, they love the LA Rams. So that's kind of where it started. What started with the LA Rams, Rams crash out, and those guys just know a lot about sports. Steph he played ball. He got a lot of friends that play ball. Some of his friends are in the NFL, and then with E came in. He was doing his own thing with the Commanders table. He's a big time Commanders fan. I don't know how they don't win, but that's his squad. And then we got $2. $2 a big Duke fan. So that's what he comes in at. He come in. I don't know what other teams he like, but I know he like Duke. Uh, and he hates everybody else's team. So if y'all see $2, tell him to stop hating on everybody. But yeah, sideline stories was a great idea within itself because it was football season. Everybody wanted to hear about sports and tap in and give their opinion. And it's a raw, uncut show. And so if y'all seen it, then y'all know how they get down on there. And then after that, it came the hold on. Before you go to sleep podcast came first. I think. I hope I'm not getting mixed. I hope I'm not getting them mixed up. I think before you go to sleep came first, and then came sideline stories. Let me know if I'm getting that right because I might be getting it wrong. Let me look and see. Yeah, before you go to sleep podcast came first. It did come first. So how did before you go to sleep come along? I think that idea actually came from Steph and Seven, but somehow Steph didn't end up on that show. It was like he got pitched to some other people, and then they was like, "Hey, yeah, this is a good idea." Unless I think Steph probably was on a few of the first episodes, and then he kind of backed out of it and let um, Rack and 50 and all those guys kind of take over take over that one. We had some other people in the beginning as well. I think we had Lil D. He used to be on there in the beginning. Who else used to be on Sideline Stories in the beginning? Maybe before you go to sleep podcast in the beginning. It's Rack, 50. Um, Rack 50. Steph, Seven, and Lil D. I don't know what happened to Lil D. I don't know why he stopped coming on, but he definitely used to pull up a lot. But I don't know why he stopped coming. Maybe we'll get him back in the future. We'll hit him up and see if he want to come back in the future. But he was one of the people that started coming in the beginning. Um, what else? What else? What else? So yeah, the Before You Go to Sleep podcast. That show, we really didn't know what we was doing with the Before You Go to Sleep podcast, but it definitely had some of our biggest moments. One of the biggest moments was, I would say, if it wasn't the Charlie Kirk, it had to be the versus battle between Birdman and Cash Money. That had to be one of the biggest battles. I mean, the biggest streams that we had on Before You Go to Sleep, if I'm remembering right. Oh no. If you can pull up one of those, let me know when you got it. Pull one of those up. I want to play that for him. So I think that was one of the biggest episodes we had. Let's see. Let's see. And don't start at the beginning. Kind of start in the middle because all of them start off slow. So I want to get to some of the highlights before. All right, let me pull it up for y'all.
Nigga, I was uptown too, and I started that what careless show. Bout about it. Bout about it. It's about it. They talking to each other with these songs, boy. Hey, P holding that motherfucker down. P holding that bitch down by itself. Where y'all at? Where you from? Check out this down south shit, though, nigga. You bout it? I'm bout it. If you bout it, we say you bout it. Hey, he's speaking to him with these songs, though. That was a good comeback, though. We got our own thing. Good answer. But it's all good. And Mr. Rogers ain't got shit up on my neighborhood. I represent number cheese. From Richmond, California, all the way back to New Orleans. That married down to two other words, so fool, watch your back. The mind is wise to good, but some to it don't make it back. And niggas ain't just been on your life shit. They ready to take your ass out before that count. 1, 2, 3. So give me your gold chain. What about?
As you see, man, that episode had plenty of energy. I don't know if y'all noticed the comments in the chat, but the chat was going crazy. I think that episode had in the chat alone almost 200 people on stream with us. It was a crazy feeling. I was there. That was a crazy feeling to see 200 people in the comments. We never had that many people ever commenting on any of our videos. So just to see how Dave and Seven handled that, it was the start of something great. Just showed that we was ready for whatever came. We was ready. We was prepared for it. So shout out to Before You Go to Sleep. That was one of their biggest episodes. And then after that, it came You Be the Judge. So You Be the Judge, starring Josh, was a different show for us. It was a different method of streaming. Definitely didn't know how to approach that formula, but we just tried something, and so far it's been going good. I think You Be the Judge is one of the most interesting shows that we have so far, in my opinion. They're all very interesting, but You Be the Judge is one of, I would have to say, one of the top shows that we have, in my opinion. They're all great shows, but You Be the Judge is it's just different. If y'all seen it, if y'all haven't seen it, go on the channel. Go to have a playlist. It's called "You Be the Judge." I think we have a playlist that says "You Be the Judge." Go in there. I think she has 2 episodes, maybe 3 episodes. More to come. And tap in, hit the like button, sub, leave a comment, let her know what cases you would like to see next. Because basically, us, the people, everyone's watching, we are the judges. We get to judge the cases. And I know we all have an opinion. That's why we come to YouTube and get in the comments and say the things that we say. So check that one out. I'm gonna pull up a quick video from You Be the Judge and let me know what y'all think.
Not done a great job at proving that they are guilty. There's a lot of things that they did not get up front, a lot of different warrants. They don't have a motive. They don't have a weapon, which you don't necessarily need a weapon to prove somebody guilty, but they at least need a motive, and they don't have that. Because at this point, people are asking, why would Melly, who also happens to have these people's names tattooed on him, he has one of the mother's names tattooed on his neck. So if you see him in court, most times he's wearing a turtleneck, which was advised for him to do, so it's not really brought to the light, questioned, so that he can cover up the mother's name and one of the guys' names on the other side. And like I said, they're childhood friends. So what would be the motive to kill your childhood friends? It's just crazy because you grew up with these people. Like, this is your family at this point. You're in a collective group together. So it's not really adding up for a motive, and they don't have one. They didn't find one when they went through his phone, they went through his social media. But they do have an interview from Juby's dad in which he thinks they may have a motive. If you check out this TikTok clip that I found.
All right. So that was You Be the Judge. It's definitely an interesting series. It's only been for us maybe 7 months of streaming, and we are definitely learning as we go. And I can only imagine what we'll be like, or what we all will be like 2 years from now, even a year from now, like what all this will transform into. Because we planted the seed and we're just watching it continue to grow. And we continue to encourage each other, come together and create new ideas, new concepts that we can put out to you all. Because hey, it wouldn't be a Black office without you all. But my bad to sideline stories, because I definitely skipped the highlights of sideline stories. So let me rewind real quick so we can pull up a highlight of sideline stories, because in a few, maybe about 15 minutes before you go to sleep podcast, we'll be coming on. I don't know what they're talking about tonight. So if you're in the chat today, definitely stick around to hear what they got to say. I'm pretty sure it's some hot topics. They always come with some hot topics. I'm hoping they're going to talk about what's going on in Mexico. If anything is still going on down there. I haven't heard much, but I know it's been buzzing. Mexico's been buzzing. So I'm going to wait on my co-producer to pull up the video, because it looked like she didn't dropped out on me. But give me a second. Let's check out sideline stories.
or he
What you
gonna
mean?
box box tank. It's a difference.
It's boxing is boxing.
Niggas
like,
gonna go in there and try to win just straight off points, Thompson. At the end of the press conference, talking about something. You know, I play my game plan. It's boxing. I did what I'm supposed to do.
The art of boxing is to hit and not be hit. The art of boxing is to hit, not get hit.
And that's why UFC taking over.
That's just still.
I don't know. I still appreciate the art form of boxing, even when it's not like, you know, niggas' heads getting knocked off.
I mean, I appreciate the art form as well, but like, nigga, you gotta. Man,
but you gotta
put it
bro,
out there.
why you think they call it the sweet science, bro? Why you think they call it sweet science?
You get a taste of that sweet science.
You gotta fight too, bro. You can't just box.
But all like day. It's bro, the fighting is boxing though. Like
they,
bro.
All right, I'm gonna shut up.
But you know what sealed it for me though, man? That fight down that last press conference, man. It's like Tia really got Shakur out of body, man. And then when they stepped off for the face off, and then he was how stoic he was man. Tia was just so calm. Then, you know, Shakur mouthed off a little bit. But I think
but I can't trust nothing T.O. say, none of the antics T.O. do. He just had a lot of talk for Terrence Crawford, and Terrence Crawford pressed him, man. That man nutted up. So,
man, as y'all can see, Sideline Stories gets really heated. They have a lot of loyal fans, family that tap in with them all the time. They come in just to say what's up, even for a few moments. Some people come in to Sideline Stories to roast them, and then they end up subscribing. It's crazy because the people on Sideline Stories, if you come in trolling, then they are gonna roast you bad. Especially if you got a photo up, they're gonna pull your picture up and they're gonna roast you. But they do it with love, and people always end up sticking around, coming back for more. They got so many trolls that became subscribers. But yeah, this is the road to 1K. So if you haven't subbed, if you're watching on Facebook, oh man, hold on, I got to do something. Yeah. So if you're watching on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, wherever you're watching, you definitely appreciate each and every one of you. If you haven't came to YouTube channel to sub up, please come over, sub up. We are, I think we're almost like 20 away from, maybe 20 or 30 away from 1K. So yeah, definitely come to the YouTube channel, sub up. We are 20 to 30 subs away from 1K. This is the road to 1K. It might not seem big to a lot of people, but it's definitely big to us because we know like the work we put in like behind the scenes. And I know the work that these guys put in behind the scenes and the passion that they put into all these projects, the thought they put into all these projects. Like I said, it's only been 7 months, so I can only imagine what this will be 2 to 10 years in the future. We definitely know consistency is key, and nothing comes to you overnight. And we have some very consistent guys and girls that enjoy doing this. They show up, take time out of their day to do this, to come on here to speak to guys like, I think it's Faust. He's in the chat. I see him. He don't know who I am. But they come here and they built a family organically, you know, just being themselves. So that's definitely a big thing that stands out to me. But if you're in the chat, definitely drop 1K in the chat. Let me know how you ended up watching. Who's your favorite streamer? Who's your favorite guest? I think I'm forgetting about some people. Maybe the cussing granny. Can't forget about the cussing granny. She comes on from time to time, and she's definitely very entertaining. She is true to herself. Let me shout out some of the people that's been here watching from the beginning too. Like Brandon, Jody. Who else been here from the beginning? Sherelle, Lynette. Man, so many people. I don't tend to get on a lot of the shows, so I'm probably forgetting some of the core fans on like some of these shows. Who else? Who else is out there? I'm forgetting. I'm sorry. Don't blame me. But I appreciate y'all. And I'm not here for a long time. I'm just here for a short time. So I'm gonna give this platform back to before you go to sleep because it's about that time. It's their time to shine. But I appreciate y'all for tuning in with me. And if you don't know where I am TY, the Connect. They call me the producer because I kind of came up with the concept and brought the guys together. And yeah, that's me. But yeah, I'm out. See y'all next time. 1K, maybe by tomorrow. Hopefully by tomorrow, but definitely by the end of the week.